lot of work.
That's putting it mildly, but yeah. And the work never really stops. It's not for everyone. There were nights when I was trying to debug my armor's OS or repair a joint with scrap metal, and I just wonder, damn, why are you going through all this trouble? No one asked you to. But then I realized that's sort of the point.
You know, I just realized that's the first meal I've had that didn't come out of a vending machine or the twisted mind of Chef Antonio in at least a year.
Really? Now I feel kind of bad.
Don't. It's a vast improvement. But if you're feeling guilty, you could make it up by giving me the official tour. I scoped it out a little earlier, but it only seems fair, doesn't it?
Fine. This is my workshop, gym, living room, kitchen, and office. Bathroom's over there, my bedroom's over there. Thank you for signing up for our tour. Please remember to tip your guide.
For that? No way. You didn't give me a tip and I was tons better. Hands down.
Debatable. They say brevity is the soul of a tour, you know. Plus, I give out party favors.
What is it?
It's my NWHA communicator. I had Dynamo carry it around to make it seem like I wasn't off the grid. Can you play the messages on it for me? I have to start running some parsers on the files I got from Scorpion Supercomputer. Look for the ones that have a star by them. Those are high priority.
I thought we were resting and recovering.
We are? Relative to what we could be doing, this is very restful.
Hey, Nova! Oh no, that's too informal, isn't it? Sorry, I mean Shiny Nova. That's better. Anyway, hi, it's Nightingale. You know, from the NWHA. The new girl. I spilled that coffee on you the first time we met. So, funny story. You remember how we talked about my fear of heights and how you said that even if I have to fly really high, I should always land close to the ground? Well, it may have slipped my mind while I was on patrol, and now I'm kind of stuck at the top of a skyscraper and my wings won't manifest, so, call me back? Or send a helicopter? Thanks.
Did I hear that right? She has wings and a fear of heights?
Yeah, it's been something of a work in progress. Sweet kid, though. I kind of feel bad I wasn't able to help. Are there any more messages from her?
Yeah, one more. Hold on.
Hey, Shiny Nova. It's Nightingale again. So I got one wing to show up, but despite what anime has taught me, flying that way is really hard. It's okay, though. I only threw up a little bit, and I landed on a roof that has a fire escape. So, as long as you delete these messages and never, ever tell Dynamo about them, we can totally forget this ever happened. So, just please do that. Thanks! See you at the next meeting!
Guess it turned out okay. Mish. That's good. Sounded like that kid really looks up to you. That happen a lot with the younger heroes?
Yeah, I suppose. Hard to do what we do if you're not a little passionate about it, but at the same time, you need to lose the starry-eyed naivete if you want to make a real impact. When you're facing down a supervillain, you can't have a fan watching your back, you know? It won't work.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a problem.
Hey, Nova, it's Fluke. I know you're used to me calling you with bad news, but, Okay, this is still pretty bad. Just try to soften the blow. So, look, point is, whenever you're back, you may get some questions from the press about an exploding candy factory. And I know I'm obligated to call all the senior members to make them aware when something like this happens. But I also just personally want to say, this one's not my fault. I mean, did you know sugar dust is explosive? I didn't. Hell, the Candy Crew sure didn't seem to. And they're candy-themed villains, for Pete's sake. I just figured, hey, the factory's abandoned. A little snap won't hurt nobody. And it didn't. Everyone's okay. Just not the factory is all. So, yep, just letting you know. See you when I see you. Don't tell Dynamo.
Sugar dust is explosive? Seriously? And how did this guy make it explode?
Ooh, yeah. That's how the 5th and 7th Candyman did it. As for how our friend there caused it, well, he didn't. Mr. Fluke doesn't really cause anything himself, at least not directly. He just snaps his fingers, and things start going wrong. The hypothesis is that it's a type of causality manipulation. Think of it as uncontrolled, extreme bad luck.
That sounds less than helpful. You just keep him around to keep a leash on him, or what?
And as a last resort. When nothing's working for us, sometimes all you can do is make sure nothing works for the other side, too. Honestly, if we can't stop Scorpion here, he's part of Plan Z. I just hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, me too.
Yo, Nova, it's MMA. Just giving you a shout. Missed you in the Hexagon this week. We were supposed to give an exhibition for the rookies, remember? It's no big deal, Dynamo covered for you. But just give me a heads up next time, alright? I know you've always got a lot going on, but we're all here to help when you need it. Speaking of help, my leg was acting up and I was hoping you could take a look at it. I know the association can hook me up with the tech, but you're better at this stuff than anyone. Anyway, no rush. I'll catch you at the next sparring session. If you show up this time anyway. Later! Oh, and I had to resort to flattery to bring Dynamo in, so don't tell her you were my first choice, okay?
Funny, that didn't sound like a robot.
Because it's not. He's a human with cybernetic limbs. Good hand-to-hand guy, though.
So he's really cyborg? Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it, I guess, but man, sparring lessons, repairing other superheroes' gadgets? You really do all that? How do you manage it?
Well, like he said, sometimes I don't. Or I just don't sleep. Still, that's the gig. If you really want to make an impact on the world, then you have to push yourself to your limits. I'll have to thank Dynamo for covering for me. Again. I'm sure she knew the whole time what happened. Probably milked that flattery for all it was worth.
Well, looks like that message was the last one.
All right, thanks for checking. Oh, come on, isn't this thing supposed to be solid state? This should be going faster.
That's some battle station. Can you actually keep track of all 4 of those screens at once?
Not really. No one can, actually. Multitasking is just switching between different things really quickly. The holographic screens are only running a diagnostic on Sagittarius 1868 and tracking Kepler 1604 in the background. This one's testing one of the suits I have here, and this one's keeping an eye on the one that's following Dynamo.
Ah, so the middle 2 screens are the ones you're actually paying attention to.
Yeah, that's where I'm going through the data I grabbed from Scorpion's computer. I need to verify a few things before tomorrow. Could take a while. There's a lot to go through.
Oh, I'll bet.
I'm sorry, am I boring you?
No. I'm just a little wiped from the whole running for my life thing still.
I'm kidding. Damn, you really are tired. I was expecting some kind of retort. Why don't you crash on the couch for a little? I'm gonna be tied up with this for a while anyway.
Yeah, alright. That might be nice. But be sure to wake me if you need to tell someone that we're in. I could also bang on an unplugged keyboard and shout double hacking. You know, for moral support.
Go get some sleep, dork. You're way less funny when you're drowsy.
Who said anything about being funny? That's a Unix system, by the way. Thought you should know.
There he is. Now, are you waking up, or is this zombie Stan rising from the grave? Seriously, you sleep like a corpse, dude, not a twitch.
Ugh, just been a long 24 hours. You know that. Not to mention someone made it worse by waking me at the ass crack of dawn this morning.
Well, how could I know that you're such an incoherent grump when you wake up? Besides, if I hadn't done that, you wouldn't even have that nice couch to nap on. So quit grumbling.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think you're the weird one with all this energy after the day we've had. Where's it coming from? Don't tell me you gave yourself an atomic heart or something.
No way. Miss me with that cyborg stuff. That'd be hard enough even with a well-funded team, much less operating on myself like some kind of back alley cyberpunk surgeon. Also, technically, a cybernetic heart wouldn't have anything to do with sleep, so...
Yes, well, technically, actually, indubitably, you're too intellectually superior for sleep.
Oh, shut up. I'm just used to it. A good 4-ish hours of rest and a jug of caffeine is all I need to keep my engines purring.
That's gotta catch up to you sooner or later, though, right?
Maybe, but I've got all my chips on later. As for now... I hope you're feeling rested. Because I've got something cool to show you. Come on.
You're making me nervous with all this enthusiasm. Is this some kind of prank?
Oh, come on! Would I ever deceive you? Actually, don't answer that. Just get your butt over here. You'll like it. I promise. When we take down Madam Scorpion, Dynamo and I will do most of the heavy lifting. But there's still a good chance that you'll have to enter a combat situation. Or, at the very least, need to defend yourself. Honestly, after seeing you in action, I can say you're a cut above your average mook. But this is going to be a lot tougher than you're used to. They'll have the numbers, and then there's Scorpion.
Is this leading to a sweet martial arts training montage? Because if so, I have a few suggestions for the soundtrack. What are your thoughts on synthwave post-punk?
What, in a day? Oh, hell no. Your footwork alone would take months to correct. You do this weird tippy-tap thing like an excited dog and, well, it's a mess down there. Sorry, that sounded too harsh. What I mean is that we don't have the time to upgrade your software. So instead, we're going to upgrade your hardware. Close your eyes.
Yet another excuse to grab my butt. These are getting paper thin now, I've gotta tell ya. Paper thin.
Yeah, well, the excuses might be thin, but that ass sure isn't.
Ha! I knew it! I knew you were tempted. Can't blame you, I put a lot of work into it. By work, I mostly mean sitting on it, but sometimes I do a squat or two.
Just shut up and close your eyes, doofus.
Fine, fine.
Hold your hand out, just like this, all right?
All right.
You might feel a pinch. There. Okay, you can open your eyes. Well, how does it feel?
Snug, but not too tight. Honestly, it's, well,
Perfect, right?
yeah, perfect. How'd you do it?
I got your measurements while you were asleep, obviously.
Right, obviously. Thank you, Victoria. I mean it.
You're welcome, Stan. Anyway, this isn't just a piece of jewelry. Not only does it bring out your eyes, but it's got a lot of practical functionality. Here, let me show you. First, always aim with your entire arm, not just your wrist or forearm, and try to bring it to eye level when you can. Like this. Now, when you're ready, quickly touch your thumb to your middle finger, then your ring finger.
Got it. Middle, ring. Holy shit. Is this like one of yours?
It's closer to the one I had this morning than one on my suit, but it still packs a punch, so be careful. That mechanism in your palm is the trigger. When you don't need it, you can retract it with the same finger pattern.
Same pattern. That's middle finger, then ring finger, right?
There you go, just like that. You're a natural. There's more to show you.
Right, yeah, of course.
So, this might be a weird thing to ask, but do you remember what we talked about during that tour of Lord Bedlam's lair?
We talked about a lot of stuff, didn't we? Did you mean something specific?
Yeah, actually, it was near the start of the tour. You told me where you went to college, and then...
Yeah, we talked about how you got into engineering, right? Building stuff in the garage with your dad and all that? You've, moved pretty far beyond that, haven't you?
Yes and no. You could say I just moved the garage into my living room is all. But do you remember my other bit of inspiration? You know, that old show we both used to watch?
Oh, right. I totally forgot that you were down with the OG herself, Bethany Britannica, girl genius. Holy shit!
It'll take a lot more than that to get through, trust me. You couldn't crack this thing with a 50 cal. I mean, it would knock you right on your ass, but it wouldn't get penetration. Should block Scorpion's sword, too. Just say those magic words and presto, instant protection. And if you say them again...
Bethany Britannica, girl genius. Wow, that's... I wasn't expecting it, but that definitely makes me feel a lot less, disposable.
Don't thank me yet. I have one last thing to show you. I know you don't really need this, but... I figured it was appropriate.
Yeah, I guess it is. I can't believe you did all this. And I really can't believe that you made Bethany Britannica, girl genius, the activation code for that shield.
Come on, I had to make something mildly embarrassing about it after all that "let me tell you something" rookie crap. Besides, that was really the first time we met. I mean, sure, we'd seen each other on the job, but that was when I felt like we met each other.
The lack of tranquilizers helped.
Well, sure, but I haven't talked about that stuff with my dad in a long time. Not because it hurts or anything. I mean, I just saw him a couple weeks ago. It's just personal. Something that's mine as much as a secret identity. It helped turn me into who I am. But for some reason, I felt like I could talk about it with you, and you'd understand. Like we